Good morning. Yesterday we have completed the chemical chain. So in chemical chain, what we have covered? We have covered the definition of chemical chain, some of the examples of chemical chain, and one animation also we have covered for the better understanding of chemical chain. Now in the NCERT textbook, they have given some activities. So those activities should also be understood for the better understanding of chemical chain. So to understand chemical chain in better way, let us perform this activity. So to perform this activity, what we require? We require certain material. What are those material? First we want magnesium ribbon. Second one is matchbox. Then one china dish, blue and red litmus paper, and pair of tongs and candle. One candle we want. Just see, without the observation of teacher, this activity should not be performed by the cadet alone because it may be proved dangerous for you. So just see, magnesium ribbon is just like a ribbon only. Only the thing is, it is magnesium metal. So sometime what is there, if you have kept magnesium ribbon for more period of time, then what would be there? There would be a formation of magnesium oxide layer over it. So before performing this activity, it should be rubbed with the sandpaper so that the whatever magnesium oxide layer is deposited over the magnesium ribbon, it should be removed. Otherwise, you will not get the better result. So these things you should collect, and then what you will do? You will do just with the help of matchbox, burn the magnesium ribbon. So this magnesium ribbon will burn with white dazzling flame. What it will be? It will be burned with white dazzling flame. And once the flame is burned, what is there? White ash will be formed. That white ash should be collected in the china dish. It should be collected in the china dish. And now, when you collect all white ash of magnesium ribbon, just add some amount of water to it, make solution, and stir it properly so that the entire magnesium ribbon ash dissolve in the water. And once the solution is ready, then one drop of this solution you should put to the blue litmus paper and red litmus paper. What you will see, that blue remain blue, but red litmus paper changes into blue. Red litmus paper will change into blue. So what is the nature of that solution? That solution is basic in nature because it turns the red litmus blue. So always remember, only basic substance change the color of red litmus paper. So since this solution was basic in nature, that is why it turns the red litmus paper blue, but blue remain blue only. So now just see this activity in extra marks also.
It burns in air with a magnesium ribbon near the flame of the candle. It burns in air with a dazzling white light and a powdery white ash is formed. Collect the ash and dissolve it in water. Now, dip blue and red litmus paper in it one by one. Of changes. You will observe that the red litmus paper turns blue. The new substance formed is magnesium oxide on burning of magnesium. Magnesium hydroxide is another new substance formed by mixing magnesium oxide with water. Therefore, the burning of magnesium ribbon is a chemical change.
So dear cadets, burning of magnesium ribbon is an example of chemical chain. With the help of activity we have already proved. Now, what are the characteristics of the chemical chain? Do you think that the only formation of new substance is the characteristics of chemical chain? There are some other characteristics are also there, by which we can identify whether the given change is a chemical change or not. So, what are other characteristics? See, during the course there must be evolution of gas. Gas must be evolved. If gas is evolved, then only it is to be called as a chemical chain. So any gas like oxygen gas, nitrogen gas or carbon dioxide gas must be evolved. We'll give you some of the examples related with this one. Like in your NCERT book, they have treated the vinegar with sodium hydrogen carbonate. Vinegar means one type of acid, that is acetic acid. So when acetic acid react with sodium hydrogen carbonate, one gas is evolved. What is the name of that gas? Carbon dioxide gas. And how you will identify that the evolved gas is carbon dioxide gas only? When this carbon dioxide gas supplied to the lime water turns milky. So the milky color formation is means prove that the evolved gas is carbon dioxide gas. And in another way also you can do this experiment. Just see, take lime water and lime water collect in the test tube, and time and again you blow your breathe out air should go to the test tube. After 4-5 minutes, what you will see that lime water is turning into milky. So this experiment can be done at home also. Only the thing is you require only lime water. Another one characteristics of chemical change is heat, light, radiation may be released or absorbed. So during the course of chemical change, what is there? Either light, radiation or heat is absorbed or evolved. Just see, when the crackers are burned, then what is there? Light is produced or not? Not only light, sound is also produced. So the bursting of crackers is an example of chemical change, and they are characterized by the evolution of heat or radiation. Now change of color change. If any change, color is changing, it means given change is a chemical change. Just see, when you cut the apple, then what is there? After some time, what is there? It turns into brown. Cut piece of apple turns into brown after some time. What is it? It is an example of chemical change. Another one example is, suppose potato, slice of the potato, if it is kept open for long period of time, after some time they turn into blackish color. So what is it? It is nothing but is an example of chemical change. So if during the course of change, if color is changing of the given substance, it means it is an example of chemical change. Another one is production of sound. Now I have already given you the example of bursting of crackers. When the crackers burst, at that time what is there? Sound is produced. So they are the examples of chemical change. Another one is change in odor. Odor means what is there? Smell. So just see, cooked food, if you keep in open for long period of time, they get spoiled, and their smell is different or not. The spoiling of food is also an example of chemical change. So if in any change these things are met, are observed, so that change is undergoing, means that substance is undergoing chemical change. Once again I am repeating, if these things are observed during the course of any change, means gas is evolved, heat, light or radiation is produced or absorbed, change of color is observed, or production of sound is there, or change in odor is there. So the given change can be classified as a chemical change. So these conditions should be met. And now one by one I will prove this one. Some of the activities are given in the book to understand these things. Just see here. The first proof of that evolution of gas, when the wood burn, then what is there? Gas is produced or not? Which gas is produced? Carbon dioxide gas is produced. So the burning of wood is an example of chemical change. And it doesn't mean that all criteria should be met. Even if one criteria, now some of the criteria I told you are not, like evolution of gas, heat, light, radiation, radiation, absorbed or involved, change of color. If either one criterion is met, so given change is chemical change. So here burning of wood, only one criterion is met, that is the evolution of gas. It is an example of chemical change. Another one example is heat, light, radiation may be released or absorbed. So burning of substance is always accompanied by the production of heat. When any substance burns, then it produces heat or not. So the burning is an example of chemical change. Change in color. Potato slices turn black when exposed to air for some time. So change of color is also example of chemical change. Sound may be produced. Burning of firecracker produces heat, light, sound and unpleasant gases. Change of odor. A foul smell is produced whenever food is spoiled. Some other activities are also given in NCERT book. Like, just see, very simple thing is there. When there are some other activity also to understand the chemical change. So as we perform one activity of magnesium ribbon, this activity again I will show you. But here just see, in the two way I have written. This is the word equation and this is the equation with the help of formula and symbol. So the copper sulfate solution, that is blue in color. Now one iron nail, you can take the iron nail that is made up of iron. Their original color is silvery grey color. When with the help of thread, tie the iron nail and dip to the copper sulfate solution. Just leave it for 1 hour, 2 hours, and after some time what you will say, that you will see that the copper sulfate solution, which was earlier blue, now it will change into green color. And now on the iron nail, reddish brown color copper metal will be deposited. Means what would be there? Iron will displace the copper from the copper sulfate solution. Here I have written this equation. Copper sulfate, this is the formula of copper. CuSO4 is the formula of copper sulfate. This is symbol of iron. Here FeSO4, green color. This is iron sulfate and this is copper. You can understand in this way. This is copper and this iron is this one. Copper sulfate is like that. So in this activity again change of color is there. That is why this is also an example of chemical change. Dear cadets, there is one more activity related with the chemical change. What is that one? Vinegar. Vinegar, chemically it is acetic acid. What is this one? Acetic acid. When vinegar react with sodium hydrogen carbonate, baking soda. What is this one? Baking soda. NaSCO3 is baking soda. And what is this one? Acetic acid. Acetic acid. If you go in the market and you tell that give me acetic acid, nobody will give you. But vinegar, if you will tell, everybody will give you. Similarly, if you go to the market and if you will tell give me the sodium hydrogen carbonate, nobody will give you. But if you will tell give me baking soda, everybody will give you. So commercial name is more famous. So these are the commercial name and this one is the chemical name, sodium hydrogen carbonate. Vinegar. So these two should react. When they react, what they will form? They will form sodium acetate and water and carbon dioxide gas. Now this is gas. How you will identify that the evolved gas is carbon dioxide only? It may be nitrogen, it may be oxygen, it may be chlorine. But remember, all gases have got some characteristics thing. If those characters are met there, it means given gas will be that only. So what is the characteristics of carbon dioxide gas? Carbon dioxide gas, wherever it evolves, it always evolves with hissing sound. Bubbles will come with the hissing sound. Hissing sound means snake hissing. Have you heard of sound it will come out. And moreover to this, if burning matchstick you will bring near to the mouth of test tube, so burning matchstick will be extinguished. That is why carbon dioxide is used as a fire extinguisher. Do you know how carbon dioxide gas act as a fire extinguisher? Wherever fire is spread, what is there? People are going and spreading the carbon dioxide gas. So the carbon dioxide gas is denser than oxygen. So it will form one layer near the burned object. Then what is there? It will cut the supply of oxygen, and oxygen will not reach to the burning material, and automatically fire will be extinguished. In this way, carbon dioxide acts as a fire extinguisher. In all fire extinguisher machines, carbon dioxide is used.
Here we will perform an activity to understand that reaction between copper sulfate and iron nail is a chemical change. For this activity, we need test tubes, iron nails and copper sulfate solution. Take an iron nail in a test tube. Add small quantity of copper sulfate solution in it and leave it for a day. Observe it next day. Did you notice any change? The blue colored solution of copper sulfate changes to light green, and a reddish brown layer of copper is deposited on the iron nail. It happens because iron is placed above copper in the metal activity series and is more reactive than copper. Iron displaces copper from copper sulfate solution. In this activity, we have observed that the product of the reaction between copper sulfate and iron are iron sulfate and copper. It is a permanent change, and we see a change in color of solution from blue to light green. Properties of iron sulfate are totally different from that of copper sulfate. Therefore, we conclude that reaction between copper sulfate and iron nail is a chemical change.
Dear cadets, with the help of vinegar and baking soda activity, we can perform one very good activity also. Just see, in the bottle you take vinegar and baking soda. So the carbon dioxide gas will evolve, and at the mouth of bottle you fit some balloons, small balloons. So after some time, what would be there? Balloon will be inflated. What is there? Balloon will be blown. And if more amount of baking soda and vinegar you have taken in the bottle, then what would be there? Your balloon may be burst also. So just see this activity again.
Let us perform an activity to understand that the reaction between baking soda and vinegar is a chemical change. For this, we need a balloon, small funnel, baking soda, vinegar, teaspoon and a clean empty bottle. Put 3 teaspoons of baking soda in a balloon with the help of a funnel. Now, take a bottle and fill 1/3 of it with vinegar. Next, we will fill the balloon carefully over the mouth of the bottle without dropping baking soda in the vinegar. Hold the balloon in such a way that the baking soda falls into the vinegar. What did you observe? The effervescences start appearing in the bottle, due to which the balloon starts blowing. Do you know the reason behind it? It is because when baking soda is mixed with vinegar, carbon dioxide gas is liberated, which blows up the balloon. During this process, the products formed cannot be converted back into the reactants. So, from this activity, we can conclude that the reaction between baking soda and vinegar is a chemical change.
So dear cadets, in the previous activity carbon dioxide gas was evolved. When this carbon dioxide gas supplied to the lime water, so this lime water turns milky. So the production of milky color is an example of chemical change only. What you have done? Just see. You have some carbon dioxide gas you have taken and you have supplied to the lime water. What is lime water? Lime water is nothing but a calcium hydroxide. Lime water is chemically known as calcium hydroxide. So when carbon dioxide gas is supplied to this one, so one substance is formed. What is this one? Calcium carbonate. And this calcium carbonate is only responsible for the production of milky color, and water will also form. So this is an example of chemical change, because color change is one of the essential criterion for the chemical change. In this way, all those activities I have completed. So entire chemical change I have covered. Now tomorrow I will teach you the rusting of iron. That is also one of the very interesting phenomenon. Now today this is the time to write some questions. So dear cadets, as you know, today mostly activities we have covered. Only one big question we have covered, that is write the characteristics of chemical change. So write their characteristics, 4-5 characteristics are there. You write this one. Rest all are small questions only. And while teaching those activity, everything I told you, like what is the chemical name of lime water, what is the chemical name of baking soda, what is the chemical name of vinegar, name the gas which evolves with the hissing sound. So 4 questions are one word questions only, one word answer. And the last one you have to write. Please write down this one and submit me for the checking. That is on same number. Thank you.